Hey fellow smooth talkers, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector, Ashes of the Domain. Episode 25, Trying to Make Inroads. Let's have you guys decide what to do next in Starsector, and yonk! There we go. So here are some options. We can continue clearing pre-collapse facilities for research. In order to push our research ahead, we could explore and survey, because I haven't actually done a lot of that. It might get us some more research, it might get us some important derelicts, it might get us more pre-collapse facilities or something like that, or just knowledge about better planets to colonize. I could also search for Tritech contacts. We managed to get a low and a medium, but I still need a high, because I suspect my next colony crisis is going to be Tritech mercenary raiders. And if that is indeed the case, it'd be great to have a high priority Tritech contact. I could also improve faction relationships. So in our faction relations, our relations with the Persean League kind of soured as a result of busting up their fleet. So that could be improved a little bit. We could also try to improve our relationship with the pirates. So that, you know, maybe we have better trade with them. I could colonize a fifth planet. So we did pick up a third administrator. We haven't actually raffled them off or anything, but they could handle a fifth planet. And there's a bunch of different options for a fifth planet. We could colonize something within either Bit of Riggery or Tarshish, which is the two systems that we currently have stuff in. Or alternatively, we could try to colonize a gas giant and work on fuel production. If we did that, of course, we would draw the ire of the Sindria Diktat, which kind of has the more or less monopoly on fuel production. But that wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea if we could find a gas giant or some planet with volatils nearby that was reasonable to colonize. I could also earn credits to invest in the colonies or the fleet to expand our fleet so that it is even more deadly. And then viewer suggestions would be number 7. So you guys are free to vote for whatever you think is best for us going forward. At this juncture, it looks like Tritech contacts and explore and survey seem to be the popular options. And if that is indeed the case, I do not need a giant fleet. Actually, I don't have a big fleet right now. I have a very reasonable fleet given my size. So maybe I'll take this fleet out to search for stuff of that nature. Because it looks like that is the popular option. So the current priority is search for Tritech contacts. I'm all about it. And thank you for voting, all you early birds. So if I'm heading into the core worlds, all right, this is a pirate. Oh, you are you? All right, this is he, what faction does he represent? I'm going to accept this and see, because it kind of looked like he was blue, like he was a Tritech quest giver. Oh, they're BFA? Affiliate with the Breakfire Alliance. Oh, I totally missed that. All right, I'm going to abandon that. Okay. Only mercenary officers. Got it. Okay. So let's keep searching. The other thing is, I'm probably, after I search Dolio, I'm going to be heading into the core to search for more potential Tritech contact missions. And if that is indeed the case, I might as well, like, smuggle into Dolio. So here was a agent. And, yeah, okay, never mind. So we are likely going to have to head into... Who are you affiliated with? No faction affiliation? Okay. Yeah, we're going to head into the core worlds, which means I might as well just, like, smuggle stuff in. So Kanta wants organs and is willing to pay a decent amount, so we'll pull organs out for Kanta. And then Kanta always wants volatiles, so volatiles as well. No one wants transphotonics. I don't really want to go to Samara. It's kind of out of my way. Kanta wants fuel, that's fine. Kanta wants supplies. So I guess I'll load up some supplies as well. So we're definitely going to make a run to Kanta, but then where else? Oops. Kind of depends on demand here. Yeah, my own faction color is the same as like Tritech, so it's a bit confusing. I'm also going to open up the research tree here. We have amassed enough research to get the sophisticated electronic systems, so I'm going to start researching that. We got that at the start of this month. And that then leads to Orbital Skunk Works facilities, which is really important research to unlock. With that in mind, let's quickly analyze the planets that we have. So we have a bit of a drug shortage here at Dolio. Excuse me. Callie, thank you for the resub. So Dolio has a bit of a drug shortage, but it's really not a big deal. There's nothing here to upgrade as far as I am aware. So no improvements to be made there. Nabla. Nabla is still working on upgrading the smelting, and that's my main concern at the moment. But other than that, there's really nothing else. And there is a fuel and drug shortage here at Nabla. Tarmarin. Tarmarin could upgrade farming. I'm not sure I want to, however. If I went to artisanal farming, of course, we would be making luxury. And subsidized farming requires a lot of machinery. So there's a possibility of upgrading there, but I'm not eager to do either one at the moment. And Raveno is also working on refining. And as soon as Raveno grows, we can add another production facility there as well. And is also upgrading extractive operations. So there's really nothing to be done in terms of colony improvements at the moment. We're kind of waiting for things to happen. All right, Kanto wants all volatiles, so I'm just basically buying all the volatiles. Now, heavy. The profit margins to go to Ilum is definitely worth grabbing some of these. And then once I'm in the core systems, I'm basically just going to be focusing on trying to pick up contracts. So I think I have everything I want to smuggle into the core. So let's gate. And Red Fox, thank you for the sub too. So Magic is the first place we're headed to head to Kanta's Den. And then we'll just hop from well, I could go to Tipicina and look for contacts there. Derelict ships. Oh, Chibidiji. That is in my own backyard. And all the other things that, like, I have that I can sell. Oops, except for the cores. I'm going to fork over to Kanta. So we're sitting on a very pretty penny here, about 2 mil. And once I offload the heavy armaments, it will go up even more. There's a lot of places that needed heavy machinery, and I failed to smuggle that into the core too. Oh well. Massive local deficit of fuel, but like, the profit margins of fuel just isn't enough for me to bother. Alright, you're a pirate. Also pirate. Also pirate. Makes sense, because we're in a pirate den. Why would Tritech be here? Alright, let's try Tipicina and see if we can't pick up a higher level contact. Bunch of Tritech missions being offered here, but none of them... You know, the missions that come over the radio band or whatever you want to call it aren't the ones that you need for... Oh, perfect. We're going to hire her as well in just a moment. So you are... You want transplutonic ore that urgently needs to be delivered to Cologne? Sure. I mean, you are a Tritech contact. So as far as my administrators go, the one that we had on hold here does not have industrial planning, but the one I found here does, so we're going to hire the better one. And now we have a proper administrator ready for our next planet. And to that end, it would be a good idea to raffle them off. There we go. Raffle timer's up, and good luck. All right, was there anyone else in the bar down here? No. All right, well, I guess I'm headed to Kulan. So let's head over there and bring this Transmuton Agor that I was asked to transport. No problem. I was surprised that I found like a decent admin that quickly. Now that we have like loads and loads of money, I don't really mind paying them 2K a day, or 2K a month rather, to just hang out. Because yeah, I'm not strapped for cash like I used to be. Alright, Kulan, you are right in this gravity well. Perfect. Alright, delivered. Rep goes up. And before we do anything else, did that lead to a contact? No, it did not. Okay. Not all the time does that happen. So that's fine. Alright, you need an agent extracted from Chasseldon, or Chassidon, whatever, and yeah, we could do that for you. I mean, the Luddic Path already hates us, so like, why not? Maybe I get paid for it. Or I will get paid for it. Well, look at you. Surplus of drugs. Surplus of Marines. You know what? Let's just buy Marines here on the black market. Rather than have to, like, go home and get our own Marines. Because they have excess stocks, so these Marines almost cost nothing. That seems pretty reasonable to me. Wow, you have a lot of excess heavy machinery, too. Yeah, well, we're heading to Chasseldon, so, like, let's just buy the heavy machinery on the black market, sell it over there, and we haven't actually delivered the armaments to Ilum yet, but 200 of these will go to our raid target as well. So we're smuggling stuff into a planet and then raiding the planet. I almost feel bad, but like I don't. Also, 4 tack lances on black market seems lovely to me. Why not? Is this VS but in space? No. Pleasure raiding you yesterday, by the way. And thank you for tuning in so soon after the raid. So, is it 2K or 20K a month for an admin? It's both. If the admin is currently working somewhere, it's 20K. But if they're unassigned to a planet, you can see reduced salary, it's 2K. So I'm gonna have to spend 2K for Allison here. Oh, my raffle timer's like frozen. What the hell? Alright, I'm gonna just choose a winner now. So, Vingali, congrats, it's yours. Sorry about the frozen raffle timer, I didn't notice. So I don't really mind spending, you know, 2K on her until she's actually able to put her, admin skills to the test. That's fine by me. But the reduced salary, I wish it actually showed what you have to spend. I think in the income breakdown it does. If you go to the income tab and then go to the officer payroll, or the admins rather, you can see 20,000, 20,000, and then here is it only says 250 credits, but that's just because she was hired in and it was prorated for the end of the month. So a full month would be 2,000 and not or 2,500 actually. Her monthly salary is 2,500, not 2,000. I was wrong, but you can see that monthly salary is up there. So it does give you a breakdown of exactly what it will cost you. Where am I flying? Oh, I am completely going the wrong way. I should maybe pay attention to that. So we are headed to Ilum, which is this gravity well. And I am selling heavy armaments. So what I'm trying to do is like look for a Tri-Tac contact while also like making a lot of money and doing other stuff. so I'm not just single-mindedly doing one task at a time. There we go, 300k for the armaments, and then the rest of these armaments are going to Chancellor. I also probably should have turned in the gamma cores when I was at a Tritac planet, but whatever. Bit late for that. Money's always a good thing to have? Yes, absolutely. I mean, at some point, once you have like late game advanced colonies that are like really highly productive, you make so much money it's hard to even spend it all. But with that said, because of the ashes of the of the domain mod, the late game development into megastructures is insanely expensive. So building up a massive nest egg before taking on megastructure projects is highly advisable. I've gotten a lot of questions as to why I haven't bothered to go get the hypershunt tap set up, and it is because of cost prohibitive. So for just to remind everybody, we had settled here at Tarshish because it's pretty close to Zeta Chekwari or whatever that has this coronal hypershunt. The coronal hypershunt is guarded by pretty souped up guardians, so that in itself is difficult to surmount, but making use of a megastructure like a coronal hypershunt with the Ashes of the Domain mod is insanely expensive, and I can't afford it, which is why I haven't touched that. Plus, I don't have the materials for it anyway. You want to tithe me? So what I could do here is bribe them to delay Pather raids, but I think instead I'm just gonna blow them up because I'm here to raid their planet anyway. So like, I'm not playing nice. All right, Auroras, you're my wings, and it's me versus a fleet. I like my odds. Wherever they are. Build all the ships now that I have a lot of money to spend. I could continue building ships. That was one of the poll options that you guys voted on, that I invest in colonies or fleets. So if you do want that, you are absolutely free to vote for it when it comes up in the polls again in a bit. God, where is their fleet? Cannabate, you said you need to start learning combat design. I highly suggest that you experiment, especially in the simulation combat. You can just like go to the Fractal Software's forums or the Starsector subreddit and like learn min-maxed perfect build strategies, but I really like to experiment. I find that copying what other people say is like perfect or ideal is rather boring in the end, and finding what works for you that suits your playstyle and combat fighting style is a lot more rewarding in the long run. So I do have a guide pinned on my Discord server, which kind of rates roughly the value of different weapons, because some weapons are just simply stronger than other weapons. But you can also do the flux per damage calculations yourself, which will give you a pretty good idea of which weapons are worth using and which are not. All right, Auroras, you are off the leash. Just fight. Don't wing. I like how both Auroras just like left me to go fight a gremlin. It's like, cool, this Eradicator's up my butt, launching missiles in my face, or up my butt. And these Auroras are just like, bye! We're done being your wings. Rude. That's okay, I just one-shot it. Because my flagship is really good at killing cruisers. Other capital ships, not so much, but cruisers, absolutely. Alright, victory! I'm gonna let them go. I don't want any of their junk ships. And they dead. I could search the debris, but whatever, I don't care. Alright, so, but, oh, you know what? Problem. I can't really smuggle them because I just blew up their fleet. So fine, we are going to orbital bombard, tactical bombard, and then launch a raid to acquire an operative. We lost 5 Marines of the 200 I sent, and I am done with that mission. So let's go back to Kulan, and I'll also have to find a buyer for these heavy armaments, and maybe we go to Karis, because Karis will buy all of the heavy machinery that I have, and I'll just sell my heavy armaments to them. Because technically speaking, heavy armaments is illegal, so like flying around with a bunch of heavy armaments is just asking for a picket to be like, yo, show me what you have, and be like, illegal stuff? Please don't search. And then they would confiscate it. Flying into the storms. I should probably have dropped by Kulan first to say, hey, I extracted your operative, but I didn't do that. Alright, there we go. All set. Actually, while we're here, anyone in the bar? A pirate that wants to sell me access codes for a hedge? No, don't need that. Alright, let's head over to Kulan and see if we end up getting a contact out of what we just did for them. And we also just raked in 350k from monthly income, which is awesome. So smelting is done in 21 days at Nabla. And then at Raveno, extractive operation in 4 days, and refining in 31. So we're getting pretty close. The other thing is, with some of the money I have, I could probably at Tarmarin upgrade its orbital station. So I'm going to spend the money for the orbital station at Tarmarin and Raveno. It's rather expensive, but it's going to provide a considerable amount of additional security to those 2 planets, which are really far flung from my fleets. So they need as much help as they can get for defense. So, a worthy investment, I think. Alright, you are here. Operation is complete. TriTac loves me. And... did that lead to a contact? No. Yep, alright, that didn't work. Oh well. It's hard to get those high-level contacts, but I can keep searching. Let's see. I could try to check in to this other contact here, so they're on Scathy. But before I leave Kulan, let's go over to their capital world, see if there's any quest givers over there, and I can also turn in the Gamma Core. Yeah, TriTac keeps stiffing me. I know. They're just like... so the max amount of contacts that you can have is 5. So I'm not near my contact max, but I can delete the lower level one. Or suspend it. You know. If you suspend it, it doesn't count against the maximum number of contacts. But I'll just delete it, because I don't need 2. I don't need a low one and medium. So Raveno's mining is done. Nice. So Raveno is now pulling in more metals as a result. And refining is on the way. You're a pirate, so... oh, it's a Harbinger blueprint. Huh. That's pretty... That's pretty nice. I don't need one, though, but... that's what they were trying to smuggle out. Okay, let's try to check in with our Scathy contact to see if they can offer us any missions, and plus I just checked these worlds here, they didn't have anything. So once we're on Scathy, I'll raffle off the Gamel or ransom off the Gamel cores and pray that I get some sort of contact out of them. Do you have any work for me? Large stockpile of heavy machinery, available at a low price. Sure. Go to Cologne, contact Athena. Works for me. As you continue to work for contacts, they can offer more valuable stuff over time. Oh, interesting. So you want me to deliver stuff to Dolio? That's funny. Sure, why not? I mean, I'm gonna go home at some point. And then the last person here wants to be supplied with fuel. I don't make fuel, so I have to decline. I don't have any fuel for you. I won't ever. Okay, so we ransomed off the Gamma cores, and I have a mission from my priority contact. It's not one that I think is going to be all that sexy for rewards, but why not? And speaking of Raveno, thank you for the resub. So if you want me to continue searching for a higher level contact, feel free to vote for it. If you want me to pivot and do something else, that's cool too. The poll is up again. Just because I haven't made a lot of headway, obviously. And if you're like, oh, enough of that, you're welcome for me to change and take on another responsibility. All right, so I have the heavy machinery. And now I just need to deliver it somewhere. I guess I could deliver it to Eldfell in Thule. That'll work. And then I have all these volatils that are destined for Dolio. So once I deliver the heavy machinery, I'll or smuggle the heavy machinery more like in Thule, I will head back home to Dolio and deliver the volatils that I was paid to deliver. As far as research progress goes, we're at 60%, just shy of 60% to the electronic systems. That's good headway. We won't have, we only have like a few more research though. So I only have 2 databanks because we haven't raided anything recently. Done. You are an independent, I think. And I'm not taking a bounty for pirate fleets. So let's gate back home. Super Carta, thank you for the resub and welcome. Yeah, it's been a while, man. But I'm glad you've been enjoying the YouTube stuff. All right, Nabla just got refining. That's important. So, Nabla was going to be our isotope separator, specializing in transplutonics. Confirmed. And Raveno is doing the opposite, doing the crystallizer. And as soon as both of those are done, we will have what I'm going to consider as like medium game refined materials, purified transplutonics and purified metals, which is part of like megastructure building and is really important to have for later on. Okay. Oh! It's a potential contact with the independence of importance high. But it's for independence! Why? Damn it! Oh, man. You want me to do something against Syndria. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing that. Just my luck, right? That I get offered a high-level contact, and it's frickin' independence. I thought this delivery was a Tritech delivery, but clearly I was mistaken. Oh, that's funny. So, yeah, I'm gonna delete this contact. Didn't pan out. Before we go back into the core worlds, let me consider smuggling. I mean, we're already back home, so it looks like you guys want me to continue searching for Tritech contacts, but it's nearly tied with a colonized 5th planet, so if you haven't voted yet, I'll give you 1 more minute to vote while I'm looking for illegal things to bring into the core worlds. So, Lux goods would be... Oh, this is the open market. Oops. Thule... Okay, so Lux goods, there is a high market for. There's actually... I've chipped away at the deficit of volatiles for Kanta, so I'm going to leave that alone for now. So these are going to Valhalla and Thule. So if I could find other things going to Thule or Valhalla, that would be great. That have decent profit margins. Because, like, yes, I could smuggle food into Thulean Raider base, but, like, the profit margins of that kind of suck. Ain't worth the trouble. Eldfell needs... There's 60 credits per unit for this supplies. That's okay. And they need, what, 1,500 of it? Alright, that's not unreasonable. And we'll head over to the Nabla. And it looks like Tritech Contacts wins by a hair. So I'm going to continue on the path of trying to find a high-level contact in order to manage some of the colony crisis event and stuff. Anyone need organs? Yes, you do badly. Take all organs. What about weapons? Not anywhere I'm planning on heading to. Elmar really needs heavy armaments, but like, oh well. It probably hasn't been long enough to head to the Ludic Path world in order to deliver heavy machinery. They're probably still like in disarray from my last raid on them. Oops. But maybe what I'll do is I'll just buy them anyway. Because I can sit on them until Chasseldon, or whatever they're called, will allow me to make landfall. I am over my supply max, though, so let's take... Ooh. Yes. Let's take you, Rylus, but instead of birthing, we'll give you... Cargo? Oh, you know what I could probably do? Let's put that to birthing. I bet these are, yeah, set up for survey, which obviously I'm not surveying anything right now, so cargo holds for my super freighters. That's a lot more smart. And then I've also not been moving at top speed. What I really need is another tug. I don't think I can manufacture them. Oh, no, I can't. Okay, I'm stupid. I'll just make a tug. Well, that solves that. Because the Auroras don't move at top speed. So the crystallizer just got made at Raveno. And what this does is allows us to get refined metal. Refined metal is one of the two major materials for like late game megastructure type building, big fleet type stuff. Think it is like a RimWorld plasteel. And I'm going to upgrade this to the next, which is the polycrystallizer, which is the upgraded version. So if we take a quick look at the research development tree, you can see the path that I'm taking. So here is the crystallizer under alloy production matrix. And then the upgraded version is here in alloy purification, the polycrystallizer. So it is a considerable improvement. And this will require some transpotonics, which I'm not really supplying, which is my biggest worry. And likewise, Nabla, once Nabla levels up, is going to have the other branch of that. So, you know, you specialize in either refined metals or specialize in transpotonics and purified plutonics. So Nabla is going to be doing the cascade reprocessor. So there might be a supply problem with Raveno's, some of the Raveno's materials, but because I'm in really good terms with the other factions, there should be a decent amount of trade fleets, and the accessibility of Raveno is not so terrible that there won't be delivered some transplutonic ore. So that's my concern. The other thing I might want to consider is maybe on Raveno, getting a military base and a high command so that I have bigger fleet defenders, but that's probably gonna have to wait until the planet develops. Do we still have production boosters? That's a very fine question. So here is the colony items that we have available to us to utilize. I've got corrupted nanoforges, which I don't believe I have heavy industry anywhere but Nabla. So Nabla has an orbital works, which eventually is going to become an orbital manufactorum. I'm waiting on the orbital manufactorum because the orbital manufactorum demands the refined metals and purified plutonics, transplutonics. So I didn't want to build the orbital manufactorum until I could actually supply it with stuff, or it will have shortages and it will cause problems. And I don't think I have heavy industry anywhere else. No, I don't. So those corrupted nanoforges can't be installed anywhere. And then the synchrotron core and the plasma dynamo is for volatiles and fuel production, which I don't have at the moment. And then the tap, of course, is not something I can put to use either. So at the moment, there's no colony items that I'm sitting on that I can actually use. But it was worth reinvestigating just in case. Quantum, thank you for the gifted subs, and Tech Viper for the resub. Where am I headed? I'm headed to Thule. And yeah, let's go to Thule first. Cheers. So I think it's Eldfell in one of this. Oh no, yeah, Eldfell. So the reason for the second tug is right now in sector I move at 19 and I want to move at 20. Oh my god, stop hitting meteorites! Ugh. Slammed into everything. It looks like Nova Maxios really wants the organs more than anyone else, so I can bring them over there. The Thulian Raider base can take like 77 of those organs. And then Cheselden, I don't know if I can sell that yet, because they still might be hostile. And Eldfell wanted these supplies, so we black marketed that here too. Well, let's check if I can smuggle this. I should have checked the bar for a Tritech contact. I didn't. Many months. I probably shouldn't have done a raid there, because I've really disrupted the hell out of my smuggling destination. So I can bring this to Aelmar, but then I'll have a ton left over that I have to find somewhere to offload. So we'll go up to Aelmar to sell what we can. But yeah, I'm guilty that I screwed up my smuggling markets. That's funny. And maybe what we'll start doing is, I'll stop trying to smuggle things, because I really don't need the money all that badly, and just work solely on the contacts. Because the contacts aren't going well. Bar is a pirate and a pirate. Well, not picking up missions here. I think I'll probably just sell all the organs to Novamaxios, rather than have to make an extra step back to Thule Raider Base. So where do you guys think I should search for a contact? Hybrasil, or, you know, I don't know. I everywhere is as good as anywhere. Oh, this is the Red Planet questline? Wow, he looks old as hell. And you are a independent, giving out bounties. So no thanks. So no joy here, but that's fine. This stuff should probably go up to Valhalla to get the best price. And there's really nowhere to sell this. I could go to Mayasura for it, I guess. That gives the best price of all the places that are currently available to me, which is fine. I don't want to be hauling it around forever. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Ashes of the Domain, which originally streamed live on Twitch February 21st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you at next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow captains.